They are the exact thing they accuse you of. Anyone who is familiar with my Twitter feed will be aware that I am a vocal opponent of what is called wokery. Wokery is the umbrella term for the mishmash of divisive and society-undermining ideologies such as critical race theory, critical social justice, anti-racism, Black Lives Matter, intersectionality, toxic masculinity, to name but a few. The list grows ever longer with the same relentless zeal as the number of pronouns currently available to your garden variety narcissist. Aside from the hypocrisy of this new and burgeoning religion, there is a sinister calculation to it. Social justice sounds like a noble cause. It is a noble cause, invoking in the unwoke and ordinary mind a sense of increased equality and a fairer society, safety nets for the poorest and the most vulnerable in society, for example. But this noble venture is not at all what social justice means to the woke. Social justice means equity, not equality, and there is a crucial difference. A drive towards greater equality isn't excellent for society. A drive towards equity is extremely damaging and leaves us in situations where Keir Starmer is asked by Andrew Marr on his show on Sunday, is it transphobic to say only women have a cervix? So Keir responded, it shouldn't be said, it's not right.
It is something that shouldn't be said. It is not right.
Aside from the pre-toddler levels of scientific understanding displayed by the flailing Labour leader, there is a deep misogyny and denigration of the crucial and irreplaceable role that women play in society. So why is he saying this? Why alienate 51% of the voting population who are called women, by the way, Keir? You're welcome. To what end? How many people wander around their daily lives trying to get by and feed their families, concerning themselves with the semantic gymnastics of the woke zealots? The problem, as I've said before, is that wokery is a religion. You don't get to pick and choose which one of its doctrines or rituals you want to subscribe to. The whole intersectional mess comes as a single package, which Keir and his deputy have quite literally taken the knee to. The devil in this religion is truth and facts. Keir's refusal to acknowledge women, combined with the kneeling, shows just how devout a follower he is to this growing religion. In trying to appear inclusive, diverse, and equitable, he proves himself to be the exact opposite. They are the exact thing they accuse you of. Which leads me on to Sadiq Khan. Sadiq doesn't have time to deal with the real issues, like record knife crime in London and a chronic shortage of housing. He's far too busy trying to save the world from climate change, or wittering on about pregnant people. And then there's his latest masterpiece. A poster blocking Brixton Tube's name with a picture of two black men kissing and the words, "Black men loving black men," is a revolutionary act. You see, it all sounds rather nice, doesn't it? Wokery often does, but if you think about it for more than a second, things start to become slightly uncomfortable. Why, for example, does he single out black men for this message? Aside from the fact that men loving men isn't a revolutionary act any longer, unless perhaps that love takes place in the main square of Kabul and hasn't been for some time. So what's he saying? It's pretty hard not to ascertain from his right-on piece of inclusion that Sadiq might think that black people are more homophobic than white people. Is that why he singles out a particular skin pigmentation in this way? What does skin colour have to do with sexual orientation anyway? My guess is that he's fallen for that old racist trope of the soft bigotry of low expectations, as we see so often from our American politician friends, especially Joe Biden, whose list of racial slurs grows ever longer the more he tries to desperately signal his virtue to his base.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Come on, man. That's like saying you, before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say?
Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
The more he does so, the more he reveals himself for what he is. Sadiq is no different. Under Donald Trump, black and Hispanic employment hit record levels. And yet he was the racist. They are the exact thing they accuse you of.